Yo, 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 what is good, YouTube familia? How are we doing? How are we doing? To whoever is new to my channel, welcome in. I'm Nebula and I love to do a couple different types of things on my channel. I really like to share my experiences with you guys so that y'all can take all the wisdom that resonates with you and leave what doesn't. And then I also like to do tarot readings on this channel as well. So today I chose that I was going to go ahead and do a tarot reading for you guys, specifically for the sign of Cancer as the rising sign. So if your rising sign is Cancer, this video might be for you. But once again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's go ahead and cleanse the space. I'm so happy. I got the house clean today and it feels great. Feels absolutely amazing in here. In any of my videos, if you hear me speaking in an unknown language, it is a language that I have pulled from my DNA that will assist me through my read. So if you're ever curious, that's what it is. And feel free to ask me down in the comments below. That way I can help you understand a bit better of what's coming. Let me know down in the comments below as well if you felt like this helped you, or if you feel like this was for you, or if it resonated with you. And if this wasn't your sign, let me know down in the comments below what your sign is so that I can go ahead and get a readout for you as well. Now be mindful, because this is a YouTube video, it is going to be collective, so that it could resonate with more than one being. It could resonate with more than one person that has a rising sign of Cancer, or whatever sign I may be doing that day. All right. So my intention right now is to clear the space of anything that may stop me from getting the messages across from the astral planes to this physical plane. Arshe. Alrighty. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and hop into the first deck. Alright. What is the divine guidance needed for today for the rising sign of Cancer? What is the guidance needed today for the rising sign of Cancer? On the bottom of the deck, we have surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. Have you been stopping yourself from really surrendering to your own purpose, surrendering to your own guidance? Have you been second guessing yourself? Have you been causing the resistance of your own power? This right here, the surrendering to the divine, is surrendering to the process of nature, surrendering to the inevitable. So if you have been pushing and pulling away from things that you know you should be getting done, or that you know that you should be doing to help yourself grow, this is your sign to do what you need to do in order to grow. Whether it may be uncomfortable or not, it is better for your health and it'll keep you going in the long run. The energy is gaining momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. This could mean your energy has been gaining momentum. This could mean that you're building more of your self-confidence. I'm hearing you're building more of your own way of doing things, but there is a lot of going back and forth from your old habits to your new habits. So this right here is a good reminder to know that your energy is gaining momentum in your places that you want to grow, but you really have to keep it on point and stay consistent with that. If you want things to manifest the way that will benefit you in the most positive way, you have to stay consistent. Alrighty, emotions are running high. Alright, so you have been having emotions running high during this time. Anytime this card pops up, I always remind my viewers to understand that even when these emotions are running high, it's always temporary. Use these emotions to serve you your highest purpose. Your emotions are a beautiful thing when they are running high. Emotions are a beautiful thing in general. It means that energy is in motion. Emotion, energy in motion. So use that energy for your greatest good, for the people you love, their greatest good, but ultimately make sure you're serving yourself, your highest purpose. That way, the more you serve yourself, the more you'll be able to fill other people's cups as well. Alrighty. And even though the emotions are running high, it doesn't always mean it's a bad thing. Emotions running high could mean a very, very abundant thing. It can mean that you are moving in a really abundant reality. And that's a beautiful thing. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So this right here pops up a lot when you're teeter-tottering towards one more than the other, right? And it's okay to be unbalanced. Balance is really just a thought form that we created, right? But it is very important to remind yourself of your own practices, right? So with balancing your spirituality and practicality, that's saying, like, are you practicing your spiritual ways? Are you taking care of your spirituality? Are you protecting your soul? Are you being sure to tap in with your spiritual chakras? Are you taking that time to take care of yourself? Not always are we just taking care of our physical or taking care of our mental. It's important to take care of our spiritual as well. And how we do that is by hearing that inner voice within ourselves. So that question, I feel like, was definitely supposed to come up. I feel like that was a very important question to ask. Are you taking care of your spirituality? A time for healing. This is another confirmation that you are coming into your spiritual practices again, because during the spiritual practices we do heal a lot when we learn more about our spirituality, who we are in the spirit realm, how we can move in the spirit realm to reflect out into our physical reality so that we can live a more abundant life, whether it may be abundant in relationships, whether it may be abundant in how we move and how we feel, or abundant in food even, or security. It could financial security. It could mean so many different things when you're being abundant in the spiritual realm. But it's really depicting, are you taking that time to just heal and sit with yourself and not worry about what's happening there, what's happening here? Our health is our wealth, baby. That's why I was talking about it being abundant. It's abundant energy, because when we truly do take care of ourselves, the abundance just flows in. It just flows right in. But we have to be willing to do that. We have to be willing to take that time out for ourselves so that we can go ahead and nurture the people around us and nurture, other aspects of our life, so that we can help those other aspects of our life to grow. Whether it may be a hobby, whether it may be a business, whether it may be a following, whatever it may be, whatever you want, you can create. But you have to take that time out for yourself first. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and move into the next deck. What is the guidance needed for Cancer during this time? What is the guidance needed for Cancer during this time? Cancer rising sign in that case. What is the guidance needed for Cancer rising sign during this time? What is the guidance needed for Cancer rising? The whole deck don't... Anytime way too much falls out, I always put it back. Because it just don't feel right. Alright. So here, spend time on you. Balance yourself. Alrighty. Now this is the second balance card that has come up. Spending too much time around people can dampen your own inner voice. And when you can go ahead and spend the time that you need within yourself, by yourself, this can help balance that energy that's flowing in your space. When you have that inner knowing, that inner voice, when you're hearing that, and you just listen, and you take what you need to take from it, it really, really does help. And since I've been working on myself for so long when it comes to my inner voice and really listening to myself, it has gotten louder. And I'm like, wow, I'm more clear-headed. I can hear it better. So that's a good sign to take note of. When you do spend time with yourself, that inner voice does become louder. And so yeah, spend time on you. All is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all. This right here is a beautiful, it's almost like a motivational card. It's like, you are absolutely capable of anything you want to create in this universe, but it's really just showing up for yourself day in, day out, making sure that you get what you want to get done. And it's true, what has been created by one can be had by all. So when you actually really do create a beautiful foundation of something that you really thought was beneficial for people, it can definitely be had by all, and especially if it's really doing the job. So this is your reminder to show up for those certain aspects of your life that you want to grow, because so many people can benefit from it. So even yourself, you can benefit so much from it. And when you're benefiting so much, then other people can go ahead and benefit off of that, the ones you love, you know what I mean? So you just have to be consistent and show up and be sure that you're gonna be there. And the more you do this, the more that your confidence will grow, the more that you'll be happy, and not even that it'll create your happiness, but you will create your own happiness in the process of showing up. Alrighty, the next one is walk your own journey. It is essential to stay on your own path. Alright, so yes, we all have a very unique perspective of this reality, and we all have very unique things to bring forth in this reality. So it's very important to walk your own journey and stay on your own path, especially when it comes to a time of solitude and sitting with yourself. Your path becomes very much more clear. Alrighty, take time to do it differently. Go beyond what you have done before. Alrighty, go beyond anything that you have gone ahead and done before. Right here is a spontaneity card of doing something that you wouldn't normally do off the burst of just feeling, right? So really take time to tap in with that. Tap in with that unknown, the unknown process of, I wonder how this could actually go. Or, I bet you nobody's done this before. And when you really get to tap in and play with that creativity, you probably, most likely, will create something that has never been done before. So, time to do it differently and time to move on. Flow with the river, see where it takes you. Alrighty. So that's a card of really taking the time to get out of your comfort zone, to move through a different way of viewing things, moving through a whole different way of going through life, doing things completely different than you have ever done before. Alrighty. When you open up yourself to different thoughts and feelings and emotions and truly start learning about different areas that you have never really explored before, different things will start moving through your reality. And that's the beauty of it, because then you really start to get curious. You're like, wow, I never knew that before. I never even thought of that before. And then it really starts broadening your perspective of what you actually like and what you don't like, and what you want to create and what you don't really care for creating. So that's beautiful as well. We're gonna hop into this last deck. What is the final conclusion to this read for Cancer rising? What is the guidance that is needed during this time? What is the guidance that is needed during this time? Good thing I haven't pulled anything yet. My phone hit that low battery. What is the guidance needed during this time for Cancer rising? What is the guidance needed during this time for Cancer rising? Okay. Believe in yourself. If you have been downing yourself and putting yourself down, this right here is good confirmation for you to go ahead and believe in yourself. Can't nobody believe in you unless you believe in you. And I will forever live by that. The miracles are endless. Alright, so if you've experienced miracles in your life before, understand and know within your soul and your mind that they are completely endless. Alright, so just because you've been blessed once or twice does not mean it won't happen again. Or maybe even you feel like you might have been blessed your whole life. They're never ending, baby. Alrighty. claim your independence, cat spirit. It's really truly that time to go ahead and claim your full independence and to move through your own being and how you want to be, and how you, instead of filtering everything through everybody else's ideas and thoughts, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to create? This and that are true. So whatever has been going on within your life and whatever you feel in your intuition, whatever you tell yourself, and it feels right, completely and just completely right, no filter, it's true. Maybe it's a repetitive thought that pops in and out of your head very frequently, day in, day out. It is very true. Are you so happy? Are you so happy? Welcome, my Lady Gaga. She's a happy baby. Life is speeding up. You know, I said today, I feel like life seems like it's speeding up because we're slowing down. So this could also signify that you're growing. Alrighty. Are there any other things that need to be highlighted during this session? Are there any other things that need to be highlighted during this session for Cancer rising? Transformation is beautiful. So you are going through transformation. All right. It is very beautiful. It's all about how you look at it. Really. Like, I hear a lot, and sometimes I feel a lot like, oh, I'm getting older, oh, it sucks, I'm gonna get old. But in reality, it's like I've never lived that before in this physical body yet before, so I should look at it with excitement, because it's like I've never done it before, so it's new. It's not like the same old boring old thing, right? So, you know, transformation is beautiful. Be fearless and bold. You have something in your life that you have been wanting to do, you have been wanting to create, and you have been wanting to share with people. But without being fearless and bold, it's not going to happen. It's not going to flourish. And that right there is the beauty of this life, is getting out of our own way. Truth transcends illusion. All right, so whatever feels ultimately true to your own being. And then we've got the blue here in this as well, signifying the throat chakra. So I'm really feeling like you are aware when you hear truth. You feel it in your heart, you feel it in your chest, and ultimately, when you are aware of that, when you feel that very strongly, it will transcend a lot of the illusion that has been put in front of your face before. So that's a very good card showing you that you are on the right track, and that you don't have to be fearless at all, because you know the truth. You know what you need to know in order to move forward. So it's only up from here, baby. All right, so that concludes today's session. I hope that you got some benefit from this video, and let me know down in the comments below if you are a Cancer rising. Like I said, this was collective, so it can reach to more than one person. Other than that, I love every single one of you, and I hope each and every one of you have a very divine and blessed rest of your day or night, wherever you may be. Don't forget to like and share the video if you think it's gonna help somebody. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button down below so that you can get notified when I go ahead and drop more reads for you guys. If you guys ever want a one-on-one, I'm more than open to do that as well. And we'll talk about pricing. If you guys want me to go ahead and give you guys my Instagram as well, I will go ahead and drop that down in the description box down below. That is my intuitive reading Instagram, so that you guys can get a hold of me through there. Other than that, I will be back with more videos. Namaste.